Hi friends, we are going to celebrate Devi Navaratris or Sarad Navaratris from tomorrow onwards till Vijayadashmi day. Actually, we have two Ainas, Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. Year is divided into two parts, Uttarayan and Dakshinayan. In Uttarayan, when we celebrate Vasant Navaratris, during Dakshinayan we celebrate Sarad Navaratris. During these days, we pray Goddess Durga or Mahalakshmi in different forms. And at this time, if we learn a story related to Amavaru, that is Ambika Devi, and it is given in Devi Bhagavatam. Let us know the story.
Hi friends, now we are going to learn a story about a boy who was muddle-headed, turned to be very powerful just by chanting the mantra of Goddess Durga. Parasakti represents power. So she poured forth her power into that boy named Sudarshan. Let us know the story in full. Once lived a king in Ayodhya, and this happened during Kruta Yuga. Actually, this happened during Kruta Yuga, and that king who was ruling Ayodhya had two wives. Each one was blessed with a son. Elder one's name was Manorama, and her son's name was Sudarshan, whereas younger one's name was Leelavati. She was also blessed with a son. The king was killed by a lion when he went for hunting. When Manorama's son was muddle-headed, the second one, Leelavati's son, was very intelligent, very sharp. With the death of the king, they were in dilemma who should be made the king. Sudarshan, being the elder, should be made the king, but the other one was sharper than Sudarshan. Both the princes were of same age almost. The difference was only 15 days. So they were of 4 or 5 years old. There started fight between Manorama's father and Leelavati's father. Both of them were also kings of different countries, different kingdoms. In that fight, Manorama's father was killed by Leelavati's father. Manorama thought, as she lost her husband as well as her father, her son's life was in risk. So she decided to escape from the place with her son Sudarshan. Anyway, she had to perform last rituals to her father. So she took permission from Leelavati, the second queen. Leelavati was not as cruel as her father, so she agreed. Taking her son Sudarshan, Manorama went to Ayodhya to perform her father's last rituals. After performing last rituals, she escaped from Ayodhya with her son Sudarshan and reached Kasi and went to Bharadwaj Mahamuni's ashram. As she felt that was only the safe place for her and her son. A neighbor of hers and a servant maid accompanied her. As her neighbor had some feminine qualities, children there started making fun of him by saying Kleem. It was heard by Sudarshan as Kleem. So he started chanting the same, but it is for his fortunate. As he was fortunate enough, it was heard to him as Kleem. It was one of the mantras of Adi Parashakti. He was continuously chanting the same name. As he was chanting her name continuously, he got divine. There were positive vibrations everywhere. As he was chanting Goddess mantra continuously, he was so powerful and muddle-headed boy turned to be very intelligent, and he learnt many skills. Besides learning Vedas, he learnt even archery. Once, when he was walking on the banks of river Ganga, he found a bow and arrow in a pouch. He took them and he started throwing the arrows, and he learnt the skill of archery. It's only because of goddess Durga, and that was also found by him. Actually, it was kept by goddess at that place to make him take this bow and arrow, and since then he became a good archer. Actually, he learnt archery not to take the kingdom back, but to defend himself in times of need. Once, Kasiraju's daughter fell in love with that boy and wanted to marry him. Without knowing about her love, he arranged Swayamvar to his only daughter. He sent invitation to many of different kingdoms, and even Sudarshan also got an invitation because the king came to know about his skills in archery. All invitees assembled in king's court, Kasiraju's court, but his daughter already made up her mind to marry. She revealed it to her father. Even Leelavati's son was also one of the invitees. When her father discouraged her by saying that he was just an ashramvasi and he was not a deserving person to be the king, to be the life partner of his beloved daughter. For that she said that she had a dream. In the dream, Adiparashakti appeared to her and said that she was going to marry Sudarshan. Leelavati's son couldn't bear this. He wanted to kill Sudarshan. So there was fight between Leelavati's son and Sudarshan. Suddenly, they found Adiparashakti and she threw arrows, and then Leelavati's son died. Everybody witnessed it. They prayed goddess to be there forever with them in Kasi. Her statue was consecrated there and she was adored and prayed there as Ambika. Sudarshan prayed the goddess to stay in Ayodhya too. Thus, another temple was constructed in Ayodhya. Later, he became the king of Ayodhya. Then onwards, he was living happily with his mother and his wife. Thus, this incident proves that the power of mantra. If we chant mantra, we will get some powers. On these auspicious days of Navaratri, I wish you all happy Vijayadashmi.